Welcome back to Money Talk Sports. Man, this week we got a lot to talk about. And today, I just wanted to get into, so much that's been going on in boxing. I mean, man, to think about it, boxing, we actually remember the time when Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, and it was a great time at that point. And we actually saw and where boxing just was actually going downhill to the point where you didn't really see a lot of great fights. We felt like there wasn't no more great fighters. And for the past 20 years, I really have to give it up for Floyd Mayweather Jr. This guy for the past 20 years pretty much been putting up boxing and shouldering the load of boxing on his own. Not only just to make sure that he's cleaning up the sports, but everything he's been doing in promoting the fights, becoming a great promoter, a manager. And right now, you know what I'm saying? And the money that he actually brought to the sport. Right now you're seeing these fighters get paid, the biggest contract that we ever seen in boxing. Floyd Mayweather, the first billionaire boxer that ever boxed and made $1 billion in the industry. And now now Floyd Mayweather Jr. is promoted, and you know what I'm saying, he's doing a great job of that. To me, he's probably one of the best promoters in the world, and don't get enough credit for that. Okay? But what's going on in the sport? What's going on in the sport? I mean, last time Floyd Mayweather fought was, back in 2017. But right now, just in 3 years, everything that he's done to build the sport, it really shouldered the load, making sure that he fought every fight. He fought pretty much any time. If you look during the course of his tenure, any time there was a fighter, he fought. The only fighter that everyone questioned was 5 years too late was when he fought Manny Pacquiao. And of course, Mayweather, his argument was due to whether or not Pacquiao was agreeing to the level of testing in order to make that fight happen. Okay? But right now, the reason why we're even bringing this subject up and we're talking about boxing is because right now it's in the face of the media and so much controversy that's going on in boxing right now. So much controversy. You have Tyson Fury, the great fight that he had for the second fight with him and Wilder. And right now, all you see is these images, allegedly, that he's cheated, patting the gloves. Even Floyd Mayweather just came out and spoke out about that. Okay? So, not only that, you have Wilder and Fury, doing this, but you have the president of the WBC, back in 2018, made the honorary belt for the WBC diamond belt. Okay? And you know what? The reason why I'm even bringing this up is you think for the time, you have Gary Russell Jr. been trying to fight Leo Santa Cruz for a period of 4 years now. He's been trying to make that fight happen. And Leo Santa Cruz, for whatever reason, decided not to take that fight. But the president of the WBC decided to give Leo Santa Cruz, back in 2018, an honorary WC belt, when that's the very belt that Gary Russell had, a WBC belt. Okay, so to me, what's going on in sports? What's going on in boxing? When you're talking about hand-to-hand combat and the honor in sports, what's going on with the honor in sports? How can you even allow to give a fighter an honorary belt when he can fight that fighter. If you want him to fight that fighter, make that fight happen. Don't give him an honorary belt. Right now, so now you got Leo Santa Cruz moving up to 130. So he can make a super fight with him and Gervanta Tank Davis. Okay? And this is what I call a prize fighter becoming a street fighter. Okay? So today in sports, it actually just was released today, a leak of the footage of the sparring between Gervanta Tank Davis and Red Catch. Red Catch is a true welterweight. He actually just fought Danny Garcia for a championship, and they went 12 rounds. Okay, so today the sparring videos was released of Gervanta Tank Davis fighting Red Catch and pretty much dominating him. Okay. Now, and you think to me, and I know a lot of people, they're looking at this and say, like, well, why are you bringing that up? Why is that an issue? It's a major issue. The reason why you're a prize fighter is because people, the customers, have to pay for your performance, pay to see your performance. Okay? So now, Gervanta Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz supposed to be fighting in September. And I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I can probably make the assumption that this fight will never happen. This fight will never happen. If Leo Santa Cruz didn't fight Gary Russell Jr. for a period of 4 years, for whatever reason, I don't know whether it's intimidation or maybe he's not intimidated but didn't want to have a loss on his record. After seeing the video, what do you think? You think out of shape Gervanta Tank Davis was pretty much dominating a welterweight, a true welterweight. So now you thinking, oh, this is going to make Leo Santa Cruz want to fight you more? No, this guy is going to find a reason not to fight you. And what this does is this takes away. This is the reason why Gervanta Tank Davis has to. I know the Breakfast Club coined the term donkey of the day. But that got to go out to Gervanta Tank Davis. It got to. Because these people, today, you have Devin Haney. What happened to the honor in sport? What happened to no videos, no cameras, no recording in sparring? So many people nowadays, you have Devin Haney want to release his sparring. Now you got Gervanta Tank Davis want to do it for the gram. Want to post stuff, go live on Instagram while he's sparring. Okay, so I hope you made enough money on this Instagram fight, because the millions and millions of dollars, that 9-figure payday, that 8-figure payday that you were supposed to make fighting Leo Santa Cruz, down the drain. Down the drain. Okay, so all this work that Floyd Mayweather put building up Mayweather Promotions, having you the lead fighter, the lead a champion, you know, the lead product of that organization, and what you do, you decide, hey, let me go ahead and do it for the gram. This is comparable to someone who's like locked in the trunk or and you can't breathe. So now you don't have air going to the brain. I think quarantine is taking taking a toll. This is what you're seeing right now. I think quarantine is taking a toll on Gervanta Tank Davis. And you can see, clearly he is out of shape. Clearly out of shape. And this is what Leo Santa Cruz was counting on. Leo Santa Cruz is counting on for you to come back. You could come 1 pound overweight, and he will not fight you on that day. He will find a reason to say, you 1 pound overweight? No, we're not going to fight. Because he's not going to take that loss. There's a no win-win situation for Leo Santa Cruz fighting you if you come in that overweight. Because if you beat him, they're not going to say, oh, well, he was overweight. They're going to say, you beat him. That's the loss on Leo Santa Cruz record. Leo Santa Cruz is not going to fight you if you come 1 pound or 2 pounds overweight. I guarantee you that. Guarantee you that. The only reason why he took this fight, and a lot of people is already mentioning the reason why so many people are even bringing up the name of Gervanta Davis, and so many fighters are willing to fight him, are even willing to fight Gervanta Tank Davis, is the lack of discipline that he's showing in the sport of boxing. It's his unwillingness to come in at weight on the day of the fight, on the day of the scale. They're counting on that. They're counting on getting free publicity to say that they were willing to fight you, but because you came in 1 pound overweight, hey, it was your fault. And it's building up their brand while tarnishing your legacy. I'm also sick and tired of these boxers trying to use age and maturity for the reason why they come in overweight. Oh, well, because I'm young, I'm 25. This is a sport. This is what it takes to be a prize fighter. You're either committed to the sport or you're not. And this is where you become a prize fighter to a street fighter. Because years from now, you're going to look back and you're going to look at the great opportunity that you had, the great fights that could have been, and you're going to be like, man, I wish I took boxing serious. I wish I took boxing serious. I wish I listened to Floyd Mayweather, Al Heyman. I wish I came to the fight in shape. You're going to look back 5 years from now and wish that you did everything a different way. Posting your sparring on Instagram for free. And I know, contrary to the belief, a lot of people like, well, you're a commentator. You know, you need to commentate. You can't talk about this type of thing about players and fighters. The reason why a lot of people have that mindset is because they feel that they have something to lose. If you're watching this, please subscribe to the channel. Click the like button, share a friend. Money Talk Sports.
I'm gonna run up if you don't really wanna, don't you? A fucking roll runner. Got a stick with a hole hunter. You don't wanna run up. You get done up. 400. 4-way. But I'm 3-way. Yeah, shots out 18 on 2. I just wanna get that money. I just wanna get that money.